Good morning, God. Thank you for today. Please grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Good morning, world. Good morning, America. And good morning, you mother cluckers. Let's make today a good day. We're the ones in the driver's seat.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket treadless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, take us that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to rename the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Land of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, take us that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the home of the
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Clucking Alamo. I will get my shit together just momentarily, and I will join you on the screen. So what's up? We got Dusty, Big Dusty, Little Dusty. We got Garrett, Zombie, Kiss Off, Miss Loretta, Huckleberry, Garrett, Fish Sticks. I thought I saw somebody else, and JD prepping in the house. Using that word work Kind of lightly, I see JD. Camo Carl in the house. Wolverines. All right, now let me try to be more polite here, and there we go. Swing. DCR, what's up? Moonchild. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it works for you on this ball of dirt as we zoom through the universe. Thank you, Dusty. Yeah, I'm getting there. Man, it's been a wild few days, though. I mean, out of nowhere, I got to watch Little Man. All of a sudden, there was like an emergency situation, and it's like, well, and everybody like tries to handle me with kid gloves. Like, well, are you sure? And you know what? Matter of fact, here we'll go ahead and get this out the way. I'll tell you. You know, there's all this prepping conversation, and it's like, you know, what are you prepping for? What's all this prepping? What are you doing? This is my intent. Come on, focus in, dag nabbit. There he is. That's the reason why I'd prep. That's the reason why I try to get my shit together. That's why I try to be a better person. So that's my reason behind most of what I do. So there's my reasoning to things. Oh yeah, Carl. Yep, that's my little buddy. I wore him out. Man, they showed up. We just went into playing hard. Everything from Nerf guns to trucks. We did the alphabet stuff, some colors, and the next thing I know, he just got up on the couch and he just slowly leaned over. And I was like, you want to take a nap? Mm-hmm. So we're looking at his little show, and then he just literally rolls over and faces the back of the couch and goes to sleep. It's like, man, that's my little dude, man. That's my little dude. It's the reason for the season. But yeah, no, I just... Oh, and hey, thanks for the email. I got an email that we're coming up on the last week of January is the week to plant tomatoes. So hopefully I can... hopefully my next Wednesday I can get my money and then get everything taken care of, and then I guess I need to try to find me a good brand of tomatoes seeds. There's a chance you may need some babysitting. Look at there, kiss off volunteers right out the gate. I tell people I do. Just because I don't instinctively immediately reply doesn't mean I didn't see it. I seen it. I mean, I guess I could reply going thanks. That's like a text message though. Gonna try some drip irrigation. Oh, there you go. Well, I'm gonna try to get me some tomato seeds in, and I'm gonna try to. We're gonna give it another run. I got to get my, what do they call them? The perennials. My little pollinators. I'm gonna get them put in. What's up, Tiger? And hey, I got you taken care of, Tiger. I just gotta, unfortunately, you gotta wait till next Wednesday, and then I'm gonna figure it out. But I got you 3 ready to go. So next week I'll get them out one way or another. Might not be the most cost effective way, but I'll get them out. I'm still sometimes I don't know, man. I ain't gonna shit nobody. I mean, I guess I'm supposed to since I'm on the internet. I guess I'm supposed to play like I got it all together and shit. I'm just kicking life in its ass and it's all good. Yeah, I got a bull by the horns. And no, I'm sorry. Sometimes, man, there's days, especially here lately, I feel like I done got in way over my head. But I mean, what do? Whine about it all the time? You just try to maneuver the maze, figure the way out. That's all I can do. So that's what I'm doing. Hey, I will address something though. This will go ahead and piss some people off or whatever works for you. But this whole Minnesota thing, man, don't get caught up in all that bullshit. It's just all these crazy ass radicals that are out there. You don't know how many of them are just emotionally unstable or how many of them are paid for. So just don't get caught up in that trap. Coffee first, then speak. What's up, ma'am? That was, whether you like the cops, you don't like the cops, this is where all the, hate cops thing really just has an after effect, see? But shouldn't have injected themselves into a damn investigation, federal, state, county. It don't make a shit. You're not law enforcement. Don't get involved. Had nothing to do with you. Inject yourself into the mix. I personally think that the footage, when you combine all the different angles and all the different shit, it shows the guy that took the shot actually drove around the back. He realized that car had a Missouri license plate. Kind of ironic considering they're in Minnesota. So as he pulls, he thinks, well, I'm just going to go, let me do a walk around that vehicle. As he walks around that vehicle and she's talking shit, her little girlfriend, wife, buddy, whatever, is talking shit. I think he got to the side of his damn vehicle and he heard them other two telling her to get out of the vehicle. And then that got his attention. So he walked back towards that. She turns the car towards him. He hears the motor run. It is what it is. Bad decisions. Bad decisions. Don't get caught up in the bullshit. Don't get caught up in all the rhetoric and all the chanting crap and the hate this, hate that. Don't inject yourself into those situations, and shit like that doesn't happen. It's that simple. So people want to make it picking sides. No, that was none of their damn concern. So don't inject yourself into shit. And most of the time, you won't be in shit. Almost every time you can break down stories and you'll find out that where somebody decided to insert themselves into something and that's how the shit hit the fan. Yeah, Tiger. There's just so much of this crazy rhetoric and shit going on. All this shit, and you got, I even saw, hell, there was he says he's a vet, and he's walking in the woods, and he's talking about murder, and it's like, well, the minute that word gets used, then you can tell where that's going. So it just, yeah, coffee. Well, and that's just it. See, it's just like, all the shit. Well, how many families get affected? I mean, hell, she had kids. She has family. They're now at a loss. The shooter has to process that. People want to that people get behind that hate of a badge and a hate of a uniform so much that they disconnect the human part. Everybody involved in that has to process this now. in whatever way, they have to process it. And so this now has a ripple effect. It wasn't a one and done deal. It'll have a ripple effect, you know, legitimate effect, not all this emotional response shit. And see, and it was, and I will say, because you're right, Colby, she hit him. She did hit him, you know. I don't know if she intended to hit him. It doesn't matter. The point was, she injected herself into somewhere. She sat there for quite a few minutes, honking horns and creating a ruckus and getting attention. And then as that one guy, they're going to leave the scene, is when he noticed, I personally, this is only my 2 cents, because when you realize he walks around, because to me it looked like he walks to the front and it's like, yeah, there's no license plate. Some states don't require them on the front and the back. Some only require them on the back. Texas, you have to have it on the front and the back. But I can also put myself in that situation, and you have like a 0.5 of a second decision, because he's walking up, he hears fellow officers telling her to get out of the vehicle. And so it gets his attention as he's walking. All of a sudden, he's right there in front of that car, and that motor runs. The motor revs before she even moves, Yeah. This is what you're going to think's going to happen. That ain't the one and only time it's happened. Hell, there's been other police officers, deputies, immigration people. There's been people hit with cars. Hell, that guy just got through being drugged. What was it, like 300 feet or something? By a damn pedophile rapist that they were trying to get out of the country, because, that's a bad thing. Let's get rid of these rapists. See, how come nobody brings up that? They all want to talk about him shooting this woman. Well, then, okay, they're always trashing how Trump said he's getting out the worst and the bad, but he's not. It's moms and dads that are working. Well, that's funny, because that dude got drugged down a street by a guy in a car that they were trying to apprehend that was actually here for sexual assault shit. So I'm sorry. That wasn't the Home Depot worker that just is such an awesome, outstanding citizen. So I'm sorry. How come nobody brings that up? It's because, look, man, you break the law, you break the law. Just because you rob the bank and on your way out, you give the old lady, $10,000 of the money, doesn't justify you robbing the bank. That's not the way that works. You don't get to go be ugly to somebody and then shake the other person's hand and go, see, doesn't that erase all that? No, it doesn't. So I got to say, man, and the way that the shit talking and the assumptions and all the hyperbolic bullshit, it's just like, man, you got people shit talking Israel. I mean, Israel. Well, they're bringing up the Jews. I don't know. How is it that the Jews do everything now? Like, where did this come from? We didn't talk about the Jews doing everything 2 years ago. We didn't talk about the Jews doing everything 4 years ago. Why is it all of a sudden now the Jews do everything? It's like Iran out there protesting their shit. They want their leader gone. That's Israel's fault. It's all bullshit. It's Israel just trying to get us in a war. Wait, what? So you don't think those people want to go back to the way they were before this terroristic dictator dude took over? What? It's just like Venezuela, Israel, Greenland, Israel. Give them a little bit, and I guess somebody's going to blame this cop shooting the woman because the Jews told him to, and she's only gassed the car because the Jews told her to. I don't understand this man, the ignorance of people just blows my mind. Well, there's been the rhetoric, Huckleberry, where, always people laugh, like, with the greed. There'd be jokes when I was growing up about, Jews being greedy or whatever. But it was in This is like some kind of weird psycho shit that's happening. It's like the Iran thing. It's the Jews' fault. And it's like, I don't know. It looks like those people are the ones rising up. I don't know if it's the Israel over there riling them up, but they seem to be pissed off at their way of life and they don't want it no more. I think our partner should be charged in that because, oh, I know. I told the missus, and I'll fess up on the internet, because hell, I'm transparent. I told her I had a dark thought. I thought, man, if I was into the meme thing right now, doing these memes that they make, and the fastest way to be a millionaire nowadays is drive, baby, drive. And that was, I felt really ugly after I thought that. I thought, damn, that was kind of cold. How to be a millionaire 2026. Drive, baby, drive. Bam. Instant millionaire. But now we know why she was screaming, it's my fault, it's my fault. Yep, it sounds like you played a pretty good part. I noticed she was all about that shit talking until she heard them two on the other side of that car saying, get out the car, get out the car. Boy, she reached to grab for that door real quick. She wanted to jump on in there and haul ass, didn't she? I don't know, man. It's just, what a crazy world, dude. And then you're watching all this shit coming out of Minnesota, all this fraud. And it's like, so where's the big wave of like, hey, do something? They're thinking this is going to go up to like $9 billion. I mean, to be honest, dude, if we're sending Israel $3 billion and this Minnesota state legislative body and citizens in Minnesota, the Somalias or something, are stealing $9 billion, I don't know. How about we go get the $9 billion back? We can come back to the $3 billion later. $9 billion does seem like it's a little bit bigger number. I mean, I know 2 + 2 = 5, but damn, even common sense says 9 is more than 3. Oh, see, that's what I'm saying, Coffee. See, like, look at that crazy radical shit, man. I mean, I don't like what these people are doing. I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know if it's the paid, if it's just a hate they have, if it's a psychological thing that's been done to them. I don't know. All I know is she made a bad choice, and now there's people that are still here that are going to suffer the consequences. And that's what gets me, man. It's people act like every interaction is a Call of Duty thing or something, and it's like there is no respawn in this shit, man. People make choices, and they're final. Like, some decisions don't get to be redone. You don't get to make up for shit, and so you got to, man. People just have stopped the rational thought. It's like that. To be honest, man, if you want to go and you want to do all your screaming, if you got nothing else to do all day, some other people need to take care of their kids. That's another thing, though. Wasn't that kind of weird? I don't know if y'all heard about that school that those kids were enrolled in, but apparently that school, like, promotes political activism. And I'm like, who the hell sends their kid to a school to teach them political activism? Like, I'm sorry, why don't we go to school for the basics? Political activism is not part of the educational system. Feds going door to door. They even involve their kids. I know. See, that's, people in Texas have received letters. Who got letters? About what? Going door to door? I ain't got no letter. Ain't nothing been said down here in the sheriff's department. Ain't nothing been said that through Forestry management, I ain't heard nothing from nobody about that. Now, if they've got locations because all these people that come across that border illegally took phones and cards and are accepting money, then they kind of have general ballpark ideas of where these people are because they're getting money. They're using phones that were given to them. She made stupid choices. That's it. What's up, Blackbird? The house in Philly. Oh, I didn't know it was 100. I know I saw some story. Hey, man. If they know where they are, go get them. And if they're here and they know that they're being hunted, you got a free ride. They'll pay you and buy you a ticket to leave. So why not do that? It's almost like you burglarize somebody's house. That's why I don't understand. This shit's so simple to me. You know. Yeah, well, there'll be good luck with that, zombie. I don't know where they figure they're going to deport me to. I mean, hey, man, I ain't going to sit here and talk a line of shit and tell you, oh, I can stop them from doing it. All I can say is there'll be prices to be paid as they do it is all I can say. Ain't going down easy. But I don't know, man. I kind of been, that shit was about enough to keep me tuned out. I can tell you right now, if I seen Border Patrol and DHS come rolling down the street, I'll go out there and ask them if they need some water. You want some water? But then again, I got nothing to hide. I'm not here illegally. You know, so remember the Alamo. They are daring American citizens to come on the street and meet them to cause. Oh yeah, well what they want. Personally, I think this is one of the tactics that I could see them trying to do. They want to instigate this to where they can get the rioting thing going because they want Donald Trump to initiate martial law. They want him to do something like that so that then they can use that as the political swing for the midterms to all the people that would go, oh my God, martial law. And they can spin that narrative of oppression and shit. And then that way they can try to steal the midterms because there's been a lot. This is another thing. So many things that people, just because the mainstream media doesn't say it, so nobody really gives a shit. Nobody talks about it. But there's been a lot of election changes locally in areas. Like they've cleaned up voter rolls. They've changed the way that they're going to count. IDs being required in a lot of states. So it ain't going to be the typical, hey, we'll just put pizza boxes on the windows and we'll drag the suitcases out from the table and bam, we won. Those days I think are kind of like change direction now. So now I think they're going to try to create this wave of panic and stress and anxiety to get people to react off of emotions. So then they've got to promote the orange man bad syndrome again. Only it's not working. So they've got to, but if they can initiate martial law, that will not set well with anybody. Nobody wants to see martial law. That'll be like, that's the code words like and people will run and literally like look at why people voted what they did before. It was because they had been programmed to hate Donald Trump, hate Donald Trump, hate Donald Trump. And it was just like, yeah, anybody but him. And it was like, wait, what? And so I think they want that martial law shit. I believe they are seriously pushing. Well, I think there's some. I think there's always some coffee because there's some, and this is going to sound kind of harsh, but I think there's some that are so screwed up in life and they see no way out, so they just want to bring everything down around them instead of them rising up and pulling their bootstraps up per se and getting out of the hole. They want to bring everything down into the hole. So yeah, I think there's people that want to see a civil war because they're miserable in life, and misery loves company. And then I think there's some that want to create the illusion of civil war just so they can mind jack people. And I think that's what the intent with the martial law thing. It'll be a mind jack because there won't be a martial law for just like this big wave, but it'll be the term because it'll be something initiated. And so once it gets initiated, even though you're only going to focus on certain areas, but now they get to say it out loud. He declared martial law, and it's, I don't know. I just don't see it going good. I saw earlier this morning of them in Philly at Target, the dudes, they were arresting the newest. Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, dude, if you really believe that these people are just randomly going, then it's just you fallen for the carrot on the stick. That's all. They have a list, and they've said it from day one. Matter of fact, when all these people were talking about all this sanctuary shit, I think the Tom Homan dude flat out said, "Going, look, here's the thing. If you don't let us come into the jails and get them, then we're going to have to go into the neighborhoods. And if our guys are there for one, and they see others, they're not going to ignore them." And so what did everybody do? Everybody starts running into herds of others, and now people are like, "Oh my God, look, they're just arresting everybody." Well, no, you should have told that dude who was convicted of pedophile shit not to run into that restaurant that had those 8 people here illegally just working, because now they have just found those 8 people. And so now they're all gone too. And it's like, but it's the simple things that get said, and because this media controls all the shit that gets pumped out on these airwaves. Martial law will bring out a revolt. Well, see, and that's what I think they're gearing for. That's what they want in some of these areas, coffee. Cowboys and some. Yeah, and that Walls dude, man. I'm hoping he goes to jail. I'm hoping he goes to prison. And I got to say, that's what we need. We need some convictions and prosecutions before midterms. And then that way people can get behind that going, okay, so something is being done. Everyone needs to read the Scorched Earth Project. There is a lot of similarities to how to depopulate the earth. It starts this way to keep the masses' attention on other things. If you look into the crowd, the process is mostly. Well, actually, there's been people been doing internet shit to where they're actually tying people to all these little different things. So I think there's, I don't know, man. You don't really know what's coming, but I will say I sure hope that something is to come. What's up, Mayhem? Battlefield Production. People act like they don't know, but the Democratic Party made more money due to slavery than that. Oh. Heads must roll. Well, actually, there's been a couple, but I also don't expect anything. I mean, I personally didn't expect anything the first year of him coming in, but then, because it's kind of like if Walmart Walmart Industries right now, Incorporated, hires a new CEO. You're not going to see the effect of that new CEO throughout all the Walmarts in the country for a little while. There's things that'll start off and it'll be like a pachinko game. It'll have to bounce down the chain of command stuff. So you figure our government is even bigger than that. So just because this group of names got put into these positions doesn't mean that the million plus people underneath those positions are all falling and right in line and everything's just coming on and off like a light switch. It's going to take time. But I do think they're headed in the right direction. I know that there's been some court battles, and it took me a minute to realize, and I'm like, okay, so I can kind of see this. And that's that some of these things aren't being filed in certain areas because the judges are crooked. So I think that that Bondi is trying to get some of these cases down into the Florida court system. So it's like where they're filed at, because then you keep them out of the liberal judges that'll just roughshod over shit. Could be wrong. I don't know. We'll know when we get there. I don't think there will ever be accountability until we rise up. The problem is the we rise up part, Coffee. That's the only part I see is what part of we? Like, who's the we? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's the we? Is it the we that thinks it's okay to run over cops? Is it the we that thinks that we need to focus on raising our children and growing food? Is it the we that wants to run the businesses and corporations? Is it the we that likes to live in the high rises and do the day-to-day jobs and live in the cities? Which we? You know what I'm saying? That's what worries me, is which we. But I do think that, well, see, but I beg to differ. I think there's going to be some, because one, they went after so many of these people. So some of these people have their own personal take into it. Like, like they went after a lot of these people, and they know if they don't get something out the deal, they're coming back for them if they let them in. There's a guy on Portland, I will not say his name, but he clips these people's actions and sends them straight to the law. Did you see they were calling for the hanging of... Oh, yeah. Well, that just shows the media brainwashing. That's when I hear that rhetoric and there's no facts behind it. It's a hate rhetoric. So it's like, well, what makes that any different than the other stuff when it's just hate rhetoric? It's just hate. You're just wanting to talk shit. And I mean, do it by all means. I'm not like saying shouldn't, but I'm just saying that's all that is. It's an emotional reaction, whether it's been programmed into their brains or they adopted it on themselves, because everybody's different. So everybody got different emotions in the game. Rescue one of the dudes. And if the ICE agents were arresting, he was cussing out the ICE agent trying to find him. Oh, I can believe it. Yeah, no, he's talking about a different one. Battlefield. There's also ICE agents in that crowd dressed in black. They're working together. Oh, well, dude, that's what cracks me up. They want to talk about the mask. Why are you wearing masks? And it's like, what? You people just sat here and rioted for a whole damn year wearing masks. You wear a mask when you go out and protest against the ICE wearing masks. And nobody, it's just so stupid. It's that whole rhetoric. And they're getting out and it's like, I'm sorry, they're getting out with them vests on that have police on them, DHS, Homeland, all kinds of shit, patches on their stuff. They've got their lights. They've got, it's like that, the little thing that happened in Minnesota. If you actually go watch some of the shit leading up to it, everybody ignores her until they go to leave, and then one gets up there and they cut on their little siren thing to just kind of go, okay, guy, get out of the way. And then that's when they decided, no, get out the vehicle. I don't know. The government intelligence knows exactly who's doing what. Don't be fooled. Like the dude's later. Part of taking charge is all the citizens have to remove that license plate from the back of the card. Truth is, people are being made in fear of their own government, the contractors that service the Constitution. Forrest Gump said it best. Mama said, stupid is as stupid does. Yeah, it just, I don't know, man. You watch all this. It's like the people, you got people up on these reporter show things. I don't know if you call those panels or the desk, news desk. Hey, I got you twisted. I'm still I'm searching for it. I hadn't forgot about you. And I thought about it yesterday and today, and I guess I should have just done it, but I was going to reply to let you know that I got it. I'm in the process of searching for it. Horses and buggies didn't have license plates. Actually, don't the Amish have license plate on the back of their buggies? I thought I've seen some of them Amish people got brake lights and shit, and they got the license plate. See, where's Rabbit when you need him? Ah, Roger that. Yeah, I found some other things, but it wasn't that. So I'm like, okay, well, let me just keep looking for that. So no lie, okay. I mean, me no sabe. Gas station by. Oh man, we got so much shit that goes down around here, dude. They run down the roads. This is, you ought to see some of the footage that comes out of down here. They bust pickup trucks with trailers that have them hiding in them. They bust service trucks with them hiding in the toolbox. They busted one of the belly dumps, a semi with a belly dump trailer, and hell, people were crawling out the belly dump. So I mean, it just, there's all kinds of crazy shit goes down out here. So it's Mennonites. So a Mennonite would have the license plate, but not the Amish. Oh, okay. So Indiana requires a license. I just thought I'd seen pictures. I mean, I don't know. So I ain't like throwing down the gauntlet at nobody or nothing. Me no sabe. Hell, I wish we lived around some damn Amish or Mennonite people. I know they got some good grub. Oh, actually, the ride was literally fine. The guy was right. Oh, I can believe it, Garrett. Well, what they're seeing, they think the public is behind this because they have these little herds of people that do all this whistleblowing, chanting, screaming. I don't think they fully conceive that there's 80 million people that don't give a rat's ass. That you got to go. You've been offered to even be paid and bought a ticket to anywhere you want to go, but you got to go. Then you can come back. You come back and knock on the door. Uh-oh. YouTube deleting your comments. What'd you say, Coffee? Oh, exactly, zombie. That's what I'll be glad, because they're digging into the money. Oh, they didn't like me saying they were going to name people in different words. Like which people? Who's getting removed? Pepper 101. What's up? Afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever it's working. Okay, coffee to the corner for speaking the truth. Right? Oh. I hope something comes. But see, that's just it. Okay, so it's like that. Like, I just hope accountability comes, but I can't control it, so I don't focus on it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why my biggest concern has just been around here and what's to come. What's my county doing? I watch my commissioner's court. I like watching that so I can see what the county I'm in, what they're talking about doing. It just, because you can get lost in the mix, especially with the internet. Like, you can jump on to a bandwagon that has nothing to do with you, that there's no connection to you, but all of a sudden you can occupy your time riding along on that bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? What's up, V? Show and tell. Cookies. What? Chocolate chip cookies. Means the ball game always gets called on the ball field. Rather than focusing on me, I get angry. My blood pressure goes up. I yell at the news, and that gets me. Yep. I got a subpoena yesterday from my old landlords trying to sue us. They submitted a fraudulent agreement form to the courts. Oh, that ought to be interesting, ma'am. Right, there you go, Coffee. Well, here's something I was listening to this guy named, I think it's Chase, and it's some neurological stuff. And I didn't know this, but do you know that stress actually causes mineral deficiency in you? Like, you can stress yourself into bad health, because as you stress, your body burns up your excessive minerals, and it can affect you. And so think about that, though. So then whenever you get on a social media platform are you getting on that platform to stress yourself out more? Or are you searching for entertainment and information? So that's where I think people ought to really, you know, really judge the content because, man, I mean, I'm not into listening to a bunch of griping anyway. Not unless we're going to accomplish something. If there's movement at the end, then I'm okay with it. But it just, but that stuff, man, I was like, I mean, I knew that stress was bad for you, and I know that it caused your body to, you know, have effects, but I didn't realize that it actually affects the mineral and nutrients, you know, that, and I don't know, I guess it kind of caught my attention because after that whole little septic shit and stuff and being so deficient, then I realized, man, you can get that way with stress. And I was like, wow, that is such a trip. Yeah. It just, so you figure, is that sparking the other moments in life? Because, I always say things like, you don't want to go to sleep all angry and mad because then but think about the physical impact of stressing out, getting wound up. It's like all these people that do all this screaming and hollering and stuff. It's like, man, no wonder they always look so unhealthy. And, I don't know. The things that make you go, making peanut butter and chocolate Rice Krispies. Wait, what? And by the way, man, that ought to be an interesting court case with fraudulent documents. Ah, so see, y'all all knew that information. John Mosman needs a liver transplant. Oh. I'm going to look into that. And I ain't preaching to nobody, but it's definitely something to look into, I'm constantly in pain. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. Stress is the killer. Yep. See, I guess I always viewed it a little different though, Dusty. I never realized like from the mineral and vitamin side of things, like you're really depriving your body inside. I just figured, you were burning yourself out with the stress. I don't know. I guess this really kind of gets me. What's up, Rabbit? There he is. Blue beanie. I'll send prayers, mayhem. I mean, I don't know the Stan's just whatever's in the plan. That's usually what I pray for. In the grand scheme of things, the young generation needs a lot of knowledge. Lieutenant Governor Jay Collins is running for Florida and governor. I don't know if that's good or bad. I do know there's a young guy. I can't think of his name right off, but he sounds like he has good intentions. We focus on hiding the fact. It depletes magnesium, zinc, and B6, to name a few. Roger that, Blackbird. Thank you, ma'am. Canadian northern brother from another mother. What's up, buddy? Thank you, sir. It's good to see you around. I enjoyed, by the way, I don't know if you're still here and can hear me, but that's okay. But damn, that little hot tub, that did look like a very comfortable little thing. When you flipped that lid, I was like, ooh, look, just want to slide down in it. Had the snow on the ground out there. And it was like, man, that is the way to do it. I remember back when we had ours out here one year, and that's what we did. We cracked open that door, and it was like, okay, you ready? I'm going to go out there and open the lid. Okay, go out there and run out there and open the lid and get in. And then she would look at me out the patio door, and I'd be like, yep, it's good. She'd run out and get in. And then you sit in there, and it's like, oh, so nice. So nice. Yeah, that was a big flashback. All of a sudden, I looked up and I saw that because I got the little notification thing. So I said, okay, well, I'll watch it. And I clicked it, and I was doing something. As I turned around and looked, and you were walking down and out that door. And then I saw that, and I went, wait, I saw the snow. And all of a sudden, you reached and did that lid. And I was like, ooh, man, that looks good. Look at there, 103, I know, right? And you just slide right on in. Taking a bit of a break, cutting wood right now. Called you a meanie. You blue meanie. Yeah, and what was it you were singing? I saw another short you did when you were doing your guitar stuff. I always watch those. I try to catch them. Then getting out. Then Cole get no. See, because that's the idea though, Dusty. See, you sit in there and you get so nice and warm, but then you have to plan your exit because you're in borrowed time. The minute you stand up, you've got to go on and get out, close, get the lid on there, and then you don't want to dry off too much because then you start getting the wind chill. You just kind of got, and then you got to go get in and out the wind and then dry off. It's all in the timing. And now, yeah, I don't know. I don't know nothing about him. I know there's another little dude. Uh, man, I can't remember that guy's name. He pushes and pushes and dares me to do things and calls me a blue meanie. What the hell? Hot tub in the winter snow. Get in, relax, get out, and roll in the snow. Yeah, I don't know about no rolling in the snow. Ah, damn. So, what do y'all got planned for this week? What do y'all plant with your tomatoes? Are y'all going to be starting planting your tomatoes? Or what do y'all plant certain things with your tomatoes? You like do certain things at all at once? Grumpy Acres Farm, afternoon. Hope y'all are doing good. I caught some of the update. But it's right at supper time. Supper time. Jay Collins is running against Byron Donalds, talking about how Florida needs accountability and a fresh start, and he would be that. Well, they all say that. I mean, I just don't know that dude. I don't know nothing about Florida stuff. The Byron Donald guys, I mean, he seems okay, but he is a banker kind of dude, so I don't know if that's good, bad, or ugly. You know. Let me see. I'm going to teach my puppy how to do the driving. Taking my sign language class, and I took a sewing class. Oh, there you go. My sewing knowledge is poke the needle through, poke the needle back up, poke the needle through, poke the needle back up. That's Carl's the stitcher. Trying to learn the things now. There you go. Fall into a frozen lake or river a few times. Snow rolling is most definitely out. Replacing the rotted out floor in the laundry room next weekend. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure how I want to try to do this, but I guess what I might do is just like a little hour or two talking in the morning with some coffee, and then just gonna go. I don't know, man, because I need to go out. I just got to do things, and so I don't know. Take everybody out there, and then people can have a place to gather and chat and talk and stuff. For a few hours while I do stuff. I just want to make it a point that I do stuff. People can do. You can do with your mind. Put your mind to it. I started my tomatoes, eggplants, peppers, onions, basil. Oh, you done started them. Oh, wow. You got your piles burnt all the way. Oh, shoot, no, zombie. I hadn't been out there. We had rain. So I haven't even been able, I still got to finish cleaning up the limbs that were right out here from when Michael come down and cut those limbs for me. And then I got to still get over underneath that other tree and clean that shit up. I have not been outside much because with the rain, the soil gets soft. I have kind of reached a humbling stage to where I was all frisky, like, oh, I'm just moving around. I'm just, look here, I'm just going to go. I'll do that. And that, I kind of paid the cost and I got humbled. So the creator kind of humbled me and let me know that I need to slow my roll. Plant potatoes in the greenhouse. I'll be getting a few other plants started. I'm making garage door weather baffles for a gym. Oh, wow. We're in the 50s, almost 60s. Almost 50 here. Well, really, let's just see. $57 degrees here. Okay, 57 degrees. Potatoes planted late last fall. More eyeing up. Hey, PJ, what's up? Sorry, I was a little delayed there, ma'am. Trying to catch up now. Going to winter now, more tomorrow. Just got to wait for the warm front to move through. 56. Yeah, I gotta figure out what kind of tomato seeds, which I don't really even know what's available. I'll just have to check the garden area, I guess. So do you guys? Well, damn. I don't know. Maybe I have to do another one here in a day or two. I'll do another live, and I'll be ready then. I'll get the seeds that I got. And, well, it's not so much what the good tomato is. There was Tiger sent me those ones. I should have kept that damn package. Because my thing is I can't have just regular tomatoes. There's too many seeds. So Tiger had sent me something. I want to say that they were burpee or something like that, but they were mainly meat instead of just a few seeds. Well, that'd be more my preference. Then I could have more of the tomato. Otherwise, you got to gut all that out. And that's the idea, Grumpy. Hopefully, plant the ones that actually sprout. What's up, Albert? Welcome to the Clucking Alamo. I am doing great. Issues. We're doing both determinate and indeterminate. Some oxheart. But see, did I try those first? Because I tried some, and then they fell off the balcony, and it totally trashed them. And then I did the other ones. I had to get my container again, because that's where I've got some other seeds that other people had sent me. I just haven't planted them yet, so I'm going to try, because that's my intent. I wish I could kind of just, like, I don't know. Well, I say that actually as I'm running it through my head, that sounds kind of dumb, but I was going to be like, if I could just kind of get everything squared away for a day, then I would like to till a big patch, put some border up to it. But I'm fixing to be working on the chicken coop. I'm going to dig post holes, then I'm going to put uh, some of the landscape timbers that posts in the hole, and I'm going to slowly try to attach that coop to a solid fixture, and then start to close it in. That's one reason why I did the printing birdhouses, because of the pallet wood. I started running out, and then I'm like, well, if I go to close in the bottom, and then that's pallet wood too, so then it's like, damn, man, I can't keep up with the pallets, so I'll be going through them. So I stopped doing the birdhouses with pallet wood, and I started doing them now with the printing side. See, Queen of the Night and San Marzano are good tomatoes with very few seeds. Hungarian Heart is another. Any plum or sauce type tomato will have less seeds. Boy, ain't that the truth, PJ? You don't know how much shit you got until you got to pack it all up. And then it's like, man, where did all this come from? Okay, coffee. Don't work too hard, just hard enough, ma'am. Thanks for visiting. Make it a good day, ma'am. And by the way, so Coffee said she's going to be live tonight. Let's see what we got. Hungarian heart and ox heart are the same. See? Dr. Witch's yellows are really good too. I know, like D Dog had. He told me one. I should have been writing stuff down, but I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know. I'm gonna try to ask for help. That's kind of feeling really weird, but I'm gonna do a video. Try to explain. I need to do like an introduction video, and I don't know. I don't really know how to approach it. Oh, the San Marzano. That's what D Dog was talking about. I gotta humble myself in more ways than one, and that's a hard lesson to learn. So I'm adapting, trying to figure it out. Let's see. Do I need? Let's see. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to think. Trying to find a latrine song. We need a latrine run song. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let's see. Man, oh man. Burpee has a sweet seedless tomato, fast growing, good disease resistant too, but a hybrid kind of costly. Oh, that's the idea. Trying to find a decent little song, but I mean, they're all good little songs to me. That's why I got them, but that don't mean that everybody has my acquired taste. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Guess we could try this one. All I know is I need a couple minutes. If y'all want to refresh your drinks or something, now's a good time. Uh, I shall return in just momentarily.
Freedom ain't free, that's where I stand. Burn my flag, I'll kick your ass. Life of a working man, that's just the way that I am. People like me, rednecks like us, still old school barbed wire and rust. Bible on the table, the shot glass in my hand. So when you ask me why I'm willing to give my life, that flag right there, it ain't just stars and stripes. It's a brother lost in Vietnam. It's a World War II plane that got shot down. It's for the ones that fight, the ones that never made it home. It's the way we live, it's the air we breathe, home of the brave, land of the free. It's the blood we bleed, and we ain't backing down. So when you ask me why I'm willing to give my life, that flag right there, it ain't just stars and stripes. I love this place called USA. You can't change my how always. Brings out my fighting side. That's why the devil knows my name. I miss John Wayne, ain't scared to bleed. Rebel in the South in me. We don't need your hand out here in this blue-collar town. So when you ask me why I'm willing to give my life, that flag right there, it ain't just stars and stripes. It's a young kid's dad we'll never see again. It's something some people don't understand. It's for the ones that fight and the ones that never made it home. It's the way we live, it's the air we breathe, home of the brave, land of the free. It's the blood we bleed, and we ain't backing down. So when you ask me why I'm willing to give my life, that flag right there, it ain't just stars and stripes. It's a gold star hanging on a mama's wall. All gave some, and some gave all. It's a brother lost in Vietnam. It's a World War II plane that got shot down. It's for the ones that fight and the ones that never made it home. It's the way we live, it's the air we breathe, home of the brave, land of the free. It's the blood we bleed, we ain't backing down. When you ask me why I'm willing to give my life, that flag right there, it ain't just stars and stripes. That flag right there, it ain't just stars and stripes.
Yep, I love that song. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that song. That's Creed Fisher, Stars and Stripes. Gosh dang it. Yeah. Sorry. Had the antler scratch. Had the itchies, man. I had the cooties crawling down my back. Ew. Oh, man. But I was going to tell y'all something, and now I can't remember what the hell it was. What was I going to tell you? Well, why, thank you, zombie. Love you too, buddy. I try to love people. Everybody's God's creation. I'm sorry that some people take the creation and twist it all up and make it into something that it wasn't supposed to be. But I try to like people. People just make it hard. Oh man, what was that? I was gonna tell y'all something. I was like, oh yeah. Well, it eludes me. I got drain damage, so I mean, I got legitimate excuses. Two big totes of paintings. Oh, I will say. Oh, well, yeah. Here you go. This tell you all about this. So, okay, see if I can. I suck at these stories because I'm not a. I don't know. I don't hang on details too much. Just what's the issue? Okay. Um. So, little man, my little buddy, his. So how am I going to say this? So okay. So his mama. So little man's mama. Her sister's husband. Yeah. So the connection is little man's mama, her sister's husband ran over a guy, and come to find out it was a young man of another family. It's not directly connected to us, but we know him. I mean, my wife grew up around here. So, and in the blink of an eye, lives were changed. It was foggy the other night. I think this happened Friday night. He was walking. There was a little country store down the road, the farm market road, and he went down to that. And as he was walking back from that little country store, it was real foggy. Little man's mama's sister's husband. God, that sounds so rednecky when I say it like that. But anyway, he was coming back from town and he didn't see 70 miles an hour. And man, that truck looked like it hit a pole. It was V'd in the middle. And so it was probably instantaneous for the other young man that got hit. But that's what the mom of the child, that's what reminded me. I tell you what. So this is what the mom had to say. She said, with very heavy hearts and crushed spirits, we want to let the people that may not know my son, my firstborn, handsome, redheaded son, Jacob, 26 years young, departed this world on Friday evening around 9 p.m. He was walking down Highway 146 from the convenience store back to his house. He stepped out to cross the road, very foggy. Oncoming truck, young man, 20 years old, hit him due to absolutely no fault of his own. We are praying for this young man's mental and physical well-being. This was unavoidable on his part. We also covet the prayers of the saints of God, as this is definitely horrible. We are thankful we know the peacekeeper and thankful he is helping us. Thank you to everyone who has contacted or tried to contact us. Sorry, it's a lot right now. God bless you beyond all measures. Forever 26, forever mama's boy. No more suffering, no more hurdles. So I only bring it up because you can get caught up in all this internet drama bullshit, and you can get caught up in all this little infighting here and this drama over here and this drama over here. But be aware that at any given moment, in the twinkle of an eye, it can all be over. So maybe think of that. Think of that. I gotta tell you, dude, I don't know if I could write something so well intended if that had been my son. You know, that's the one thing I've always acknowledged. I mean, I've yeah. What's up, Brian? Afternoon, evening. And that also is a shows the strength of faith and having a relationship. You know that's giving them strength and that's giving them some stability. You know, excuse me, just one moment. Okie doke. Kind of had to get myself back together. That's kind of that's a closer connection. So it kind of when you waste a minute in anger, you are losing a minute of happiness. Exactly, Blackbird. That's man. You know, that's one thing I've realized over the years. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was young, and hey man, I had all the answers. I knew what I was doing. Yep. Somehow ending up where I'm at and able to reflect back, man, that's the biggest lesson learned was how much time just got wasted over stuff that ended up not even mattering. You know, think about all the different conflicts and turmoil and just different stuff. I get frustrated. That's why I don't do good with, you know, drinking and driving. It's just because you just kind of go back it's like when do we learn not to do these? Like when do we learn from our mistakes? And now it's just a way different age now. Now it's always somebody else's or something else's fault. And there are moments like that right there. And just that was just for whatever reason that was going to happen. You know, and but then you turn around. So that was a loss of life. That was unforeseeable. You know, I mean, yeah, you can nitpick and go, well, you should have had a car, but it's life. It wasn't, you know, there was nothing intentional. Both people were just doing their thing, man. They were living life, and just like that. And you fast forward that to the contrast of then you got this shooting in Minnesota And this is by actions. This is decisions that put you into this place for that outcome. And you see the contrasted difference. Same loss of life. One was preventable and one wasn't. Lives are still gone. And it's like, when do we relish that again? We used to take relish in a living life. Like we used to cherish that. We respected it. And then now it's like we don't really even acknowledge. It's like that lady in the Minnesota thing. I mean, yep, bad decision, bad choice. Still a loss of life. Those kids, those family members, they didn't make that decision for her. So they're just totally blindsided by this outcome. And it's just the ramifications of things. When are people going to understand? Drunk driving. I view that the same way. I get it, man. Dude, get lit. It don't make a shit. Get lit. But you shouldn't put other people at risk. You change lives. I don't know, man. This is why I think it's important that we try to bring positivity back. This is why we try to look for the light at the end of the tunnel instead of the Debbie Downer perspective. All is lost. All's not lost. Cherish every day. Cherish the time that you have. Hell, I'll hell with it. I'll say the shit. How about instead of spending 2 hours on the internet talking about how much the government sucks ass, spend 2 hours with some friend or relative that you haven't talked to in a little bit, or maybe even somebody that you did talk to this weekend or something. But how about you reach out, spend the 2 hours laughing and joking with them, or mending fences or something, instead of just, in the twinkle of an eye, man. It's easy to think of the end of the country and, all is lost. Because, man, it can all be gone in the twinkle of an eye. So you might want to say things that you haven't said, maybe mend a fence that you haven't meant. But I don't know, man. And it's cheesy, I guess, in a way, because you hear this. I remember hearing this my whole life, well, you just never know. But I think that really people need we're into a different level nowadays. Like there is a disconnect with the value of human life. And that's not a good thing. We need to bring that back. No, it's not, Dusty. Tomorrow's not promised health. The next 60 seconds, the next blink of eyes isn't promised. Nothing's promised. Excuse me, that was so rude. I apologize. I could have muted. I'm going to get that little thing set up before long. I'll be on it. Then I can do my little hotkey things. I just thought, man, there's a reason why. I kind of agree with Zombie. There's good things that are happening, and that's why. Because I will say that the more you try, it's like you can watch somebody get clean. How many people know somebody that was getting clean off of dope or whatever, alcohol? It don't matter. And as they tried to, maybe they went to a rehab or they did something to get clean, but then they started having friends that they hadn't seen a little bit come around, and you fight this uphill battle. It's almost like people don't want to see you do good because then it exposes their weakness. That's what I think. That's why I think negative does try to bring down the positive. People that died last night had plans for today, right, Tiger? But it'll definitely make you. It's just, it's appreciating. And I guess that's where I used to get flustered, I guess, with the internet. Because I didn't want to just walk away. But I was just like, man, everything's a failure. Everything is wrong. Everything is bad. And it was like, holy crap, dude. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Got to just shake that shit off. You're still blessed with a day. And if you're here, then you can work to make it better. I mean, I've sat in a solitary cell and figured out just little finger games to play, but to make something better than where I was at. It just, you've got to put in effort. Anything worth having's going to take effort. So anything worth doing, it's going to take effort. Just to feel superior. Right, Carl? Well, it's like it's like you got two people that get told hard work pays off. They both go out and they find a job. Well, one really does work every day, Monday through Friday. They just show up, they do the work, they do it, and come the weekend, they seem happier than the other person who went and found a job, but they hate their job. And they complain every day they go to work. They complain about it every time on their way home and every day. So come the weekend, do you have two different people? Same concept, but because you're stuck in a negative. Everything sucks. It's miserable. Oh, it's so bad. This is crap. That's wrong. And you live in that Debbie Downer mentality, and it affects everything. And I felt that with the internet. Man, you get caught up in the tidal wave of it, and it's like the undertow of it just will start to pull you, and then you realize it's like, wow, man, I'm in a shitty mood already, I thought about what you just said. There are a lot of things that make me happy. That's it. And that's where you guys have really played a big part in my life, because I'm very, I don't know, hell, I'll say it. I'm uncomfortable. Not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying I've always been uncomfortable relying on somebody else, because I always get burnt, and I know it. And so it's like, man, and for a little bit I was caught in this undertow, and I really got caught up in some of the stuff going all around. And then I just realized, man, that's not me. And wow, this is. And so now I'm trying to learn how to humble myself, take the channel and say, here's where I'm at. I'm a 60-year-old dude who made bad choices, tried to help people throughout my life, and here's where I'm at. And I could use some help. God, man, that sounds so weird to even say that. And then I just want to show people, I want to take to that you can do this. You don't let your limitations, don't let, you can't do this, can't do that. You can, I want to encourage that. So that's my goal. So I have to delete channels. That was bad news. I know, man. I just can't do that stuff, Dusty. That's me. It's like, that's why I like Grumpy and them's update thing, because that's all just local. Their farm stuff. So see, I like listening to like that. Trent. And there's moments. Don't get me wrong. That's why I go to Shad's, and you want to your lackluster Fridays. Get up there, do your griping. I get it. I just can't do that one channel to another, and then this is the constant feed all day. Yeah. When you realize everything you do is demonized instead of appreciated. That's why I don't watch YouTube. I do crafts, cooking, gardening, reading, talking with friends and family. There you go, Tiger. Usually in a shitty mood when I wake up. But coffee and a good conversation with a friend makes it all better. It's little things. There you go, Bugger. See, that's what I want to try to bring in the mornings. I want to try to just bring a moment when we're all just going to, start our day off decent, chuckle, laugh, have a little coffee, try to get the right foot out. Start the day on the right foot. What's up, Best Life? How are you, Billy? You doing all right? Or y'all? I bet y'all are a little cold up there, huh? You're changing your name. What are you changing it to? What are you going to change your name to? Troublemaker? Tiger, there has to be positive to balance the negative or it corrodes. Well, it's like, there's a good book that talks about, gluttony is not good, and so, like all things, moderation is probably needed. Honesty accomplishes more than pride. Take the phone to friend, doctor. Sure as hell ain't gonna be Ebby Downer. Well, I don't know. I ain't never known nobody named Ebby. I've known some people named Debbie, and then I've known people that can't type for shit. So maybe it's kind of one and the same. Maybe. Instead of kiss off, she's going to be kiss on. Ryan Hall says, we're all going to get big snow in the Northeast. I ain't no troublemaker, homeboy. Aren't you supposed to be doing your hand in some kind of Z fashion when you do that, homeboy? Is that cultural appropriation? Just what's going on here? What's up, Anthony? Pretty nice day here for January in Kentucky. Oh, okay. I didn't know if y'all were getting like some kind of snow or sleet and stuff. And you're in that area where stuff like that can happen. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a little nippy down here. Of course, now for some of y'all, that doesn't. Our version of nippy and your version of nippy is not the same. Yeah, it looks like we're upper 30s, low 40s. Calm winds. That's nice. As long as the winds stay down. Because all these people be firing up these fireplaces and stuff, and everybody and their brother. It's like, man. Hey, what's up, Bonnie? Afternoon, ma'am. That's Wednesday, 3 inches. We don't need no damn snow down here, son. Snow down here, yeah. Hell, if we get freezing rain, things go stupid. I mean, it doesn't happen often enough. People are not familiar. They are not aware. Oh, and Bonnie, I'm working on getting yours done. To be honest, a lot of stuff will be next week because I'm just waiting on my check. Hey, supposedly the Social Security check's going to go up a little bit. I guess we'll find out, or I'll find out next week. Any of y'all get yours and it went up? I think it's only going to go up a few bucks, but let's see. Um, Thank you, Dusty. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get some of that stuff. I don't know. That's frustrating because my brain doesn't operate like it used to, and that's kind of hard to take. Oh, okay. So I think that's this. I don't know if that's. I'm just testing this out, so I don't know. So I don't even know what's going to happen when I click this. I don't know. Did anything even happen? That's all it was, right? Just the sound thing? Did anything show on the screen? Okay, Dusty, you saw something on the screen? I don't know. Just the sound? See, I thought it was supposed to have like the little. So, is it showing? I can't tell what's doing what. Okay, I'm sorry if I missed anybody. Who came in? Somebody come in? See, I don't understand. I thought this thing was supposed to like do something. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. Where am I? Copy. Oh, maybe I have to do this. Hold on, I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, do y'all see anything? Okay, there's a link thing showing. So, did that send anything on the screen? There it goes. I don't know. This is crazy. I don't. I think it. I don't know, man. I don't know if the damn thing works or not. It's showing on the thing there. See, do I need to move that over? Whoa. Okay, so so I guess that's. I don't know. Thank you, Dusty. And look, this is just if somebody can, if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. It's all good. I'm trying this, and I don't know how else to say it. I'm trying to humble myself and do it in out. Here it is, and ask if you can help. That's cool, but at the same time, man, don't. I don't know. But thank y'all very much. I'm gonna try to set up membership stuff. I think through that because I think I can do membership maybe stuff through the Buy Me Coffee, but then that way I can post stuff. I don't know what I'm trying to figure out as to way to give away the stuff that to the people that basically help me and support me and follow me, not just anybody that shows up to the channel. Does that make sense? Like, because I'm not about the followers and I mean I just if you're down with what I say and you can understand some and somehow it jives, then cool. We're like the internet friends, and well, I've got Cash App. I've got the Cash App and the Venmo from when I did the auction, raising the money to build the chicken coop. KP Heathen in the house. What's up? Oh, and I saw that, Bonnie. I got you. I'm just trying to figure out how this whole shipping thing goes. I'll have to go pull up one of the older streams. I think in the description of some of the old ones, I'm going to try to start putting those up on the screen. I was going to put those on the website. um, yeah, I don't know, man. I've just reached, it's like, all I can do is, I'm trying to do the best I can with what I got. That's what it comes down to. I don't have it. I just can't. I've watched some of these other people that do I don't know, they like do the news stuff and the debating stuff. I just can't. The internet just ain't that for me. So all I can really do is just show my journey. People that can help if they can, that's cool. And if they can't, that's still cool. Hang out, we can talk, we visit. I just encourage people to do positive stuff. You know? $200 for car insurance. To be honest, I wish I needed to get car insurance, but I ain't got no ride, so I don't need no car insurance. Matter of fact, it was funny because I got the extended warranty thing. Oh, what just happened? Oh, look at you. And by the way, if y'all don't like that, then just let me know. So if y'all don't want, because I don't want nobody attacked just because you helped me or something. So don't want no negative shit like that. Matter of fact, look at there. I do the buy me a coffee. I'm down to 6 people. It didn't take long. But y'all not just, and I don't know. I don't know how to say thank you in the right way. Oh, PJ's out. Make it a great day, ma'am. Good luck packing up. But I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird. I just never, dude, I'm 60 years old. I've never been in this position. Just, but then that's a humbling I think I've come to, and that's where I've just, think what God's been just working on me. And I got to humble myself. And I just have to, if you can help, that's awesome. And if you can't, I appreciate you still hanging out and talking and having a conversation. But I'm trying to get the ball forward. You know, as soon as I can figure out this shipping thing, then I can get a better flow. That'll be next week too, because then I'm going to sign up for the click and ship thing or whatever it is with the postal service, and then see if that somehow opens some little doors where I can just put a freaking box in the mail, man. I mean, I'm almost certain things are going to come your way. Oh, well, shit always comes my way, zombie. That's for sure. Oh, and what was it? Somebody said that it did go up, but the insurance went up too. Whenever I said that about Social Security, figures. Y'all check out Commonwealth Insurance. They gave me the best rate. Oh, wait. Oh, look at you, brother. I appreciate you. Hey, Bill. Okay, Billy, how do you ship out? Like, do you put the knives in a box? And, like, how do you do it off of the weight and size of the box? Like, hey, if I throw the leak, you want to come up here and tell me how you ship? They're crazy at that post. Well, it's just, it used to be so simple. Like, you could just get you a box, put your shit in it, tape it up, upper left, put your address, return address, located in towards the middle, towards the right. You would write where it's going, and it's just like how I remember back in the day with the stamps. You would just put like 2 rows of stamps on the thing, and then it's like stick it out there, off it went. And then now it's like, oh no, it's not so simple, and it's like, wait, what? Every time I clicked on something in the damn postal thing, it kept wanting me to do the priority thing, and no, I learned from the auction thing that no, that shit. Whew, which that was a good way to ship some stuff, because some stuff then you only pay a flat rate, but you get the weight, so some of it paid off. But this stuff doesn't hardly weigh anything. Okay, do they go off of weight? Because see, like some of this stuff, like I can't even tell you, like these things right here. I don't know, man. That might be a pound, maybe. Yeah, probably a half. And so it's like, man, there's got to be an easy way to just put this stuff in a box. I don't know. I'm figuring it out because I don't want people to have to pay astronomical fees for shipping. Box size has more to do with it than weight. Zombie. If it fits, ship it. Doesn't matter what it weighs. Well, yeah, that's the priority. That express thing in all their little boxes. Well, actually, I think you get, what was it, 70 pounds or some shit, 50 pounds, or I don't know. There was a weight limit, but it was pretty. I mean, you'd like put a whole like mallets and hammers and shit in there to get it to weigh down. But I know with like the books and stuff and some of those things, it paid off. But then it's like this, the printed stuff. It's so light. Florida grand jury indictments incoming. Crossfire, hurricane, Mar-a-Lago raid, and more. Obama and cronies should be sweating now. Well, I think there's stuff to come. I don't know. Got 3 years to go. And not only did they go after him before, but he done proceeded to poke the nest a bunch now. So yeah, I sent 2 boxes. If rocks and flat rate boxes, they were like 50 pounds each. Yeah, see, that's what I'm trying. If you were sending stuff like that, then yeah, the flat rate works good. But these just don't weigh much. Which, by the way, you want to talk about weight? So the worst thing I did was get this little pad scale thing so I could weigh this shit, and it goes up to 400 pounds. So I thought, out of all my brilliant thinking this weekend. I thought, well, I was weighing things, trying to figure out, well, okay, that's 2 pounds. So how much is 2 pounds? Very confusing. Anyway, I decided to step on that scale. Son, I was not ready. 291 in a pair of shorts, socks, and a t-shirt. I was like, holy schmoly, man. And I feel like I've lost my muscle mass, but I guess I got me a little bit of a gut going on now, too. I got some shade tree action. What message did you kindly take off? Do I need to go over here into the chat to see what you said? Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can remove that one. Holy moly, I did not see that. You just had to go there, didn't you? Yeah, see, the auction, I did the flat rate. And, for the most part, it wasn't so bad. At least it was more. But these things are light. Now, like with yours, it'll be easy because those there, yeah, I can just do like the little bubble envelope. But like I can't do the bubble envelope for these. I mean, I would be afraid if I put them in a bubble envelope like that then they would end up getting mashed or something along the way. And then if you take something like that lighthouse, and I got the birdhouses, like this birdhouse right there. I was hoping I could just kind of give me some boxes. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. I guess Etsy must make this shit easy for some of these people. And see, I can't do Etsy unless you design it. But I thought, see, all I'm going to need to do is give me a little assortment of some cardboard boxes. They give me a little thermal perimeter thingy, set up a little shipping thing, and I can just pay by the weight, some dimensions, bam. And it's like, man, because see, I don't know, man. I don't want to make something for $10 and then it costs $15 in shipping to get it there. You know what I'm saying? That just doesn't seem very good. So I have a feeling I've dug myself into a hole now that I don't know how I'll dig out, but I'm working on it. Thank y'all again so much. Michigan weather. Wait, $60? Holy schmoly. Almost. You almost did. I'm going to tell you now, I had to go over there and look at that, and I was like, holy schmoly. You said, what? See, because I want to do like, with some of the little, I need to come up with some little giveaway stuff where then I can do bubble things. So like the little Morse code cards or like these little utility razor knives, good for cutting cord. Got the little cord notch on here, right here. Then you got the little blade. See, now that I could stick in an envelope. Yeah. The Hue Forge things I want to try to see about. So I think the military ones. That's what I'm I'm thinking about shooting for some of the tanks, planes, some military stuff. But you remember I was showing y'all these? See, now these I could stick in a bubble envelope. So some stuff I can, and that's what I guess I need to focus on. The stuff that I can, I'll put those on the site. That way, if anybody wants them, I can stick those in the mailers. But I wanted to kind of just do like a little weekly giveaway of stuff too, trying to useful stuff, you know. Thanks, Dusty. Yeah, I thought those would be kind of handy, you know, because they're light. You can just throw them off in your backpack, throw them in your little bug out bag deal, you know. They can be taken apart, so the blade can be changed out. The two halves just slide apart, and then you can change the blade. I don't know. I'm working it out. I'm trying. Oh, you've made some pretty nice knives there, Bill, I gotta say. And if I ever get my shit together, I'm gonna buy one of those. What's up, King Corso? Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Man, I appreciate that. Still trying to process that. Stem. Oh, the erector sets. Ooh. I'm gonna have to look those up. I made little man some alphabet stuff and made him a ninja sword. The missus gave me a pin, and I told her, I said, you know, it probably wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have those damn sparkly dog collars on it. But she gave me this little pin. Apparently, some lady at work assembles them, and it had the little barn on it. But then it has these little sparkly things around the thing, and I was like, you know, I don't know. That's all kind of girly girl. That's a girly girl. So, is it? What are they called, Dusty? Is it the erector sets? You got stem rector sets. Is it the erector? I don't know. Vintage erectors can be found at reasonable prices. Some new targeters don't pay. Duct tape. I'm just going to write it down. See if I can find out something about them. Yeah, because hey, man, if I can make stuff that y'all, you know, like and you could use, stimulate. Okay. Okay, I got you. Stimulated learning. I'm just you know, some of them. I was wanting to do some match stick containers that can be waterproof. little carrying canisters. Uh, I know some of y'all smoke cigarettes, so I was thinking about making some little waterproof cigarette cases. Oh, I know, Carl. Oh, I used to. That was my jam, son. I loved director sets. Have the cranes, have the drawbridges and stuff. Oh, I loved it. Build the planes, trains, and automobiles. I like Gorilla Tape. Let's see. I've been using Craft Proats. I don't know how you'd really say that. That's a gel. And then I used the good old JB. You can't go wrong with JB Whale. Yeah, they're hard to find. And it's so weird too because they make all this other stuff, and you would think the way the erector sets work, man, they could just be stamping those things out. But see, they don't want people to educate themselves. They don't want people mechanically sound. If you're mechanically thinking, then you can fix things. And they don't like that. They want you to be dependent. Take that back into there. Just go buy another one. That's actually what it seems like they do now. Now they don't even want people to work on shit. They just want you to throw it away and get a new one. I have a roll of 6-inch wide WW2 original 90-mile-an-hour tape for airplane fuselage field repairs. Oh, there you go. The last one the grandson and I built was a robot. It was cool. It took 2 days to get together. Hell yeah, DCR. I'm a welder. I can fix stupid. No, see, you can't fix it. All you can do is quiet it down. You can't fix it. Ron Wyatt summed it up. You can't fix it. All you can do is quiet it down. That's what duct tape's for. Can't fix it, but you can quiet it down. Yeah, I've got another project I'm doing. Son, some of this stuff takes a while. This is just one section of it. Oh, wow, I went all blurry. Oh, I guess it was the sun glare through there. This big cheesy piece right here is just one corner of a piece. That took 20 hours to print out. But boy, having to shape that. So, yeah, save time. Got some dovetail joints. It'll all go together. There's 4 of these pieces to make this box piece. Oh, and I don't know if I know I showed these on shads. So check these out. This is for bags. This is the cap. And then what you do is you have this ring that comes off. So you have that ring, you have this little ring. So what you do is, dang, I don't have a bag. I don't know if I can do it with a bandana. See if I can mimic it with a bandana. So if this was a bag, you would have the piece inside the bag, and you would have the edges of the bag coming up all around. Well, that's about retarded. Well, we're just going to have to do it kind of, you'll get the point whenever I'm done anyway. So you would put the bag through the ring. Man, a bag would be a lot easier than this bandana, I can tell you that. So you put the bag through the ring, then you got the ring around it. You drape it around like that. Then you put this ring back on it, and you tighten it down. And what that does is it seals the bag. So you would then have the bag, and then you can put the cap on it. Oop. So then you can put the cap on it, and then you can store it. So you can do bags of chips, cereal, beans, rice, whatever. And I got different sizes, small ones, a medium one, and then this was the large one. Isn't that cool? What's up, Eric? Need an olive green? I can do that. I can do that. You want a large one? Well, I would think okay, Rabbit. I mean, I don't know for sure. Seeing if I had a way to fit that in a little box, that's all three of them in one little deal. And that would be good. Got some friends that print out mini peckers to go on light switches. Right, Kane? Yeah. How would it? And I don't know, Rabbit. I mean, I don't have a 5-gallon Mylar bag, so I can't say for sure. But I messed around with like a garbage bag and Walmart bag and the Cheerio cereal bag, and those all worked. Maybe you just answered my need for a way to use bags for a small vehicle. Oh. So what do you use like Walmart bags, Carl, for trash bags? Like little Walmart bag stuff? Because I might can come up with something for you. And let's see, Eric said he sells them on Marketplace. He sells stuff on Marketplace. See, and that's another thing, man. And it's easy to get down. That's why I always try to recommend people, look, you got to find better. If you hang on the negative stuff, like I'm sitting here talking to y'all and I'm talking about trying to sell this stuff. If I had a vehicle, I could go set up down in town by the Walmart and sell stuff, out the back. But I don't. So I can hang up on what I don't have, or I just try to work with what I got. That's where I usually am trying to go when I tell people, it's like, look, make your day a good day. It's all in perspective. A flip top lid. Okay. Let me see what I can come up with for you. Do a little investigative journalist. My Facebook page is under her. It's a no icon there. Oh, right on. I need a way to attach an Android Moto to my chest. What, like to a chest rig? Like a holder for it on a chest rig? Or you want it to like clip on to like a shirt, independent? Like a body cam. Okay. Well, I would think actually, Rabbit, when you said it like that, then yeah, you could take a 5 gallon Mylar bag and you could either do the smaller one or maybe the medium one. I mean, depending on what it is. If it's like rice and beans, you could do the small one because, I mean, the small one still that's an inch and a half around damn near. So that'd be a good pour of rice, beans. You could, but yeah, you could do that if you had the corner of the mylar. It's all sealed. If you cut the corner like this, then you could stick this in through there, and then bring that corner through and put the ring on it and put the cap. So yeah, you'd have like the little corner dispenser part to the bag. Then I will have to. I don't know what I got that I could mimic a mylar bag. I don't know. Let me see if I can figure out some way to kind of mimic a 5 gallon bag and try that little corner theory. It seems like it ought to work because all you're really doing with these things is pinching the slack. So this is going to go in. You're going to have the bag then poking up around it. This is the catch. You want this to go around that bag when you push it down. Now you just want to be able to fold that down around so then you can put that on there. You know what I'm saying? So I would think that all you're needing it to do is come up and be able to fold around this. I would think that ought to be doable. Yeah, I'll have to try one on the corner because I did the cereal, but I did the whole bag of cereal. The missus took a picture. I just don't think she ever sent me the picture. I was going to use it as a marketing ploy. I just told her while we were doing this, hey, go ahead and get a picture of that. But I did it with the big one. I did the Cheerios. By the way, Cheerios, the original Cheerios, is the only one of the Cheerios that doesn't have bioengineered crap in it. All the other type of Cheerios, the honey roasted, frosted Cheerio, all the other Cheerios has bioengineered shit in it. It's just the original Cheerio that doesn't, according to the label. I can stick my phone to any fuzzy Velcro. So, the Moto phone. Okay. I took notes. I took notes. Hey, dang, 2.5 hours. What is this? 3:30 in the afternoon. think Rank's already gone to sleep. I noticed he hadn't been talking. He probably nodded off. It's night time for them, I do believe. Ooh. Yes, sir. I do believe I still got you got the same. Whew, that was two. Yes, sir. I do believe I have that number. Oh, look at there. Yep. Your mail is in the chat. What's up, Cherokee Survival? Hopefully, y'all are doing okay up there. Let's see. Guess that about sums it all up. That's been 2.5 hours. Service stations used to pass out free plastic vehicle trash bags back in the day. Well, just use a Walmart bag. There's always Walmart bags blowing down the road, over on the side. Just you can always find Walmart bags. So Indy's B-Day Shindig. What is that tonight? Okay, Tiger. That'll work. Yeah, when I get it, I'll text you, and then that way you'll have my number. Yeah, I saw you say something about that Cherokee, and actually, I was wondering. I don't know which Texas monks it is because there's an area. It's not. Well, let's see. What is that? Probably about 20 miles, 30 miles, between 20 to 30 miles. Now, I'll say 15 to 25 miles. There's actually a Buddhist camp on the other side of the river. They stay totally to themselves. They're back up in the trees. They've got the whole little manicured lawn. They go out there and they have their little Zen garden stuff, and they they're pretty. I mean, I've only met them once, and they were pretty cool. They stay to themselves and just do their thing. Yeah, it's kind of wild. You wouldn't even know it was there if somebody didn't tell you, or if you didn't happen to see them just come in and out of there. Because you turn off the main road, you go down, you start winding through some woods, and it's like a dirt type road, and then there's another drive per se, and you turn and go down it, and you wind all the way back and around these woods, and then when you finally come around this area, then you hit this big opening, and all their little compound area right there is just manicured. It's immaculate. I think that's part of their stuff though, as they go out and they maintain the land and do that. It's a, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know. I'm just an assumption, but it's like a spiritual thing for them. I don't know. It's pretty cool, I gotta say. A flute playing barefoot monk. Oh Lord. Wait, so Battlefield, you're wanting to rub their bellies? That just got weird real fast, didn't it? So they get naked. Bayham, you want to rub their bellies? We just got to move on. That's just too. Say it ain't so. Got a handcuffs and they're turned them. Oh, so you get naked and rub your belly. That's what caused it right there, Carl. It was the pumpkin spice. That's why that's probably enjoyable. It's a chemical reaction in the brain. Wait a minute, Huckleberry, you're relocating caterpillars? Well, that's cool. Oh, Indy's birthday tonight. Almond butter. Is that after you milk all the almonds for the butter? They Wat Laos Buddhist monks, but 5 group Vietnamese monks. Cool part they getting people to talk about everyone is wonderful. Yeah, I don't know I don't know what do you call them, sects or divisions or clans or I don't know what you call them, but oh, that's the monk's job is to relocate the caterpillars. A sect. Yeah, I don't know what they are over there. I saw that one of Cherokee his when he put that up, and I was like, man, I don't know. I wonder to take a ride over there. I wonder if it was them from over here. They just took off walking. Well, I appreciate the effort. I don't know that the walk's going to do any good, but hey, they get an A for effort. Let's see if I can. I don't know if it'll. Oh, okay, yeah. So, okay. So, are you ready for this, Cherokee? Are you with me, Cherokee? Because I looked up to see who that was. It's the Chung Tai International Retreat. That's who this is. Let's see if I can show this. Let me share screen. You don't need the audio, just share this. So that's what it looks like. So it was the Hungdao Center, Fort Worth. Oh. Yeah, I see that, Cherokee. This is the group that's down here, the Chung Tai International. That's inside. That's outside. And that's their little lake that they have. Your temple, same group. Oh, okay. And there they all go walking. It's pretty cool. I mean, they've got a nice, quiet place. There's lunch. And there's the sign for it. It's the Chung Tai International Retreat Center, Texas Pogado Chan Monastery. And you notice they got that American flag up. Pretty cool. Am white monk of Zen Korea, Christ man, but wife is white Laos of Laos Thai. Roger that. Lord have mercy. Zen is just big on focus. Lord have mercy. Maybe he's an Indian monk. He goes from how to whoa, palm thrust. I'm just picking. It's just humor. Plans crashed. No one got money. The plans crashed and no one got no money. I have a. Where's that Buddha? Huh. I'll have to find it. I have a Buddha around here somewhere. I was actually going to send it to Bugga Bushido way back when. Huh. I think I still got it. I don't think I sent it. Well, then again, I don't know. Maybe I did. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Hey, been at it for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I appreciate y'all hanging out, shooting shit with me. Hey, I am, Carl. You know, I told the missus, just to be clear, there was a point when I had this kind of cleared up, and now I just got back into the shit, and shit just stacked up. It's like, because what happens is I find stuff, or I venture out into my little shop, and I go, oh man, I could use that over there because I can't. But I'm gonna fix my shop, my little building out there. I'm gonna level it up. I'm gonna try to brace the floor that way I can get in it. But I end up bringing shit over here, and then it stacks up all around me, and I literally do. I've got to kind of go, wow, I don't know where everything is. Hell, I got keyboards down there. I've got computers over there, cases. I got a computer case right here. Just all kinds of weird shit. Indian, I have two religions with one God. Buddhist teaching, relax. God is everything. That's it. I got shit everywhere. I wanted to bring my drill press over here, but I just wasn't quite ballsy enough to try to pick that up off the table out there and then to try to bring it over here. I just wasn't, just never got that frisky, I reckon. So the drill press is still over there in the little building. So is a bunch of other shit. Oh, that's what even the missus said, because I said I really wish I could get over there and sheetrock and insulate that little building, because then I would like to take my printing stuff out there and kind of have that as like a print shop kind of thing. That's illusions of grandeur. I've got to kind of get out of. I did a self-created little hole I have to get out of now. I made decisions I probably shouldn't have made a decision. That's just being honest. So now I have to make the best of the situation. Mayhem can lift that next time. Right by, well, yeah, you can kind of, but see, I here lately, I do forget shit because it's just, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, there's something to the, like, getting frustrated and giving up, kind of, you know. Oh yeah, here's you a cool little thing. I made these little magnet dispensers, so it holds them inside there. You can see them in there. So you bring this down, and then I can poke just one out and stick it, glue it in. That was pretty cool. I'm still got a few more to make up for different magnets. I just happen to see those. He volunteered. No voluntolding. Told. Hey now, no voluntolding me on nothing. What? Wait a minute. Is this some kind of new word? Are we watching a new language being formed? What is this? Hey now, new voluntolding. Voluntolding? Almost sounds like some kind of German word. Is that some kind of German word? Voluntolding. Voluntolding. No voluntolding. I don't know. Gizmotrons and doohickeys. We're all in this together, homeboy. Oh no, not the homeboy. He's young. He can. In the army, you were either a volunteer or you were voluntold. Well, yeah, it's just, well, you either knew that you were volunteering or you were told that you were volunteering. But see, it was just volunteering. Sometimes people had to tell you that you were volunteering because, well, you missed it and you didn't realize it, that you were really volunteering for this. But Clucking Alamo, where roosters don't sit around playing with their peckers, they do things and stuff. Oh Lord, what is that? G-Mom Merkel in the house. She's a scrapper. Put him up, put him up, put him up. Rabbit, so you have a new husband now? Well, and I thought fly swatters, they kind of do have the husband-sized heads. It's called, isn't that a square-nosed shovel? G-Mo Merkel's like, nope, I'll never marry again. One and done. Or was it one? Was it more than one? Or was it just one? We all have our jobs, and you're the only one that's not in a wheelchair. My wheels only turn to the left. Lift, 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 lift. Because I have 6 children. Man, the missus used to do that when the kids were little. She'd get so mad because she'd be like, so y'all ready to take your bath? And they'd be like, no. And then it ends up into this long, drawn out thing. And I used to kind of tell her, going, why are you asking? You're asking. You got to accept the answer if you're asking. If you want them to, you just tell them it's time to take a bath. There's a difference. Well, now then deal with it. No, G Mama had 2. Well, you know, they do say the third one's a charm, though, G Mo. Third one's a charm. Get me a wheelchair. I never married, been a tramp all my life. A tramp? So do you got a tramp stamp? What's your tramp stamp back there, Carl? Is it a butterfly? Is it a pair of wings? Is it just the scroll work? What's the tramp stamp back there? Rabbit says I was married 3 times. Oh, Lord. But G-Mo says the only one that counted is gone. I could never replace him. Right? Amen to that, ma'am. Look, I done hit 3 hours now. Born to Raise Hell. Oh, so you got Born to Raise Hell back there? But it's pretty wild because the only time people see it is under certain circumstances. And isn't that kind of weird? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Where is the born to raise hell located though? See, that was the thing. It's like if that's where the raise hell, it's like, well, that's kind of a strange place to read that. But well, back there, that could be one of those regrets instead of regrets. Regrets. Isn't that what that commercial that time? Remember, was it a Snickers? Eat a Snickers because you're not. It's because it's like they got regrets. No regrets. One time for charity. Well, I'll say the missus is technically my second marriage. The first one was pretty short, and that was a total cluster. So it was all me. I was stupid. On my biceps since I put it there at age 12. Oh, Kit Kat. That's it, Eric. The Kit Kat bar. That's it. I knew a guy who had Harley bars above his headboard. Just saying. But were those bars for a soft tail or a hard tail? Or a wide glide? I'm just saying. I have a coot devil chick on my shoulder. She's always whispering in my ear. I have a firefighting Taz and a wizard, among other things. Probably ape hanger bars. Lord have mercy. Wait a minute. So were the ape hangers for the hands, or were that where you had to put the uppers to hang them up there out the way? I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking. They were effective. Woo! I do miss riding. Man, wind therapy would just be this. That'd be the shit. Just wash it all away. You just make everything go away. You get on the road, get in the trees, and you just make it all go away. That's one regret I guess I could, in a way, I'd have. I kind of wish I had a taken mine and made it into a trike and just, but, you know, at the time it is what it is. And you just look around and you are where you are. Hey, it's been 3 hours. I think I need to go get something done. I've kind of been sitting here long enough. That print there still got 4 hours to go. So I appreciate y'all very much. I appreciate those that helped. I can't say thank you enough. Bear with me. I'm trying to figure out how to handle it. Forging Thought. What's up, brother? Man, it's good to see you. Later, Roni. Good to see you too. Hey, there's oh man, I just went blank. Who was that? Remember? Oh, come on, y'all help me out. Right there, every time I'd go to close out, there was always somebody that would chime in right there at the end. And it'd be like, oh, there he is. And is it John? I can't remember who it was, but I don't know. There's been names I do miss. I just hope y'all remember, no matter stay away from the bullshit. So stay out of the shit. Shane, thank you, Dusty. I can always count on you, Dusty. Keep me in check. Shane, man, I wonder how he's doing. Anyway, I do appreciate y'all. I really do. I like hanging out with y'all. I want to encourage y'all to know that just stay out of the shit. You know, avoid the areas that have the crap. Make your day a good day. Find something positive. And I will see y'all soon. I will. I'll try not to be gone too long. Trying to get this shit under control. I'm going to jump Mama's bike and ride the crud out of it before my granddaughter sells it. There you go. I guess. But find the positive. There's good stuff happening. You're in control of your little world. So don't waste that energy on things you can't control. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the help. I will see y'all soon. And y'all take care. I appreciate you. I really do. Much love, everybody. Peace. America, 250 years, baby. We're rocking it. Later, everybody.
I ain't here tomorrow. If the good Lord says it's my time to go, I don't see that morning sunset. There's some things I need for you to know. The truck is yours if you want it. It'll run forever if you treat it right. When you think of me on some back road, that's because I'm right there by your side. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. Don't let life turn bitter. Don't be ashamed to bow your head. Take it easy on the liquor. Remember what it did to tears don't make you weep. Gonna find that girl God made just for you. Knows what he's doing, wait and see. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow.
Hey, y'all just remember, you're in control of your day and how you want to make it, good or bad. Don't let anybody else have that control over you. I appreciate y'all. The Clucking Alamo. We're the Kook Gang. That's how we roll. Peace, everybody.
Keep the shotgun in the family. Raise your babies by the book. And keep my picture in your wallet. Keep your car keys on a hook. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Please don't ever forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow.
Thanks, everybody, for being here. Appreciate you. Peace.